Hey guys, it's Thursday, June 6th, 2019. It is 12:32 p.m. Do you guys remember the guy I was talking about from my job? I said that the men yell out when he drives by on his forklift. Hey, John Wick. You've served, now it's time to serve, or whatever that line is from the movie. You guys know John Wick, of course. And the women stare at him. We'll just call him Keanu Reeves. That's what we'll call him because I don't want to disclose his real name. But Mr. Reeves and I are now like the best of friends. It's hilarious how things happen. Um, so one day I was riding into work, and where we work, we're like really close to the highway, like major highway, 95. But the road that the job is on is also an interstate. So there's a lot of trucks out there, ambulance, police cars, regular cars, people going to and from work, school, home, church, wherever. But the interstate is very busy. So one day I was riding into work, and this is my second job, guys. So I was riding into work, and you know how you just notice things. I'm very attentive. I looked over to my right because I saw somebody in the shoulder. It's pouring down, raining, and they were on their bike, and I was like, "Oh man, like that's so crazy." For them to be out here in this rain like this on a bike on this interstate, it's just not really that safe. Um, but where they were, like, they weren't broken down or anything. You could just tell that they were like struggling a little bit to try to get up the hill because this road has a lot of hills. Trying to get up the hill, I'm like, God, that's messed up. But they were determined and they did it. Because I looked in my rearview mirror as I was driving just to see, because I like to check on people, and they were doing their thing. So I got into work or whatever, got out the rain and everything, put my things in my locker or whatever. And when the guy walked in, it was the guy from the bike. And I looked at her and said, "Oh my God, I thought that was you, but I wasn't sure." So he was like, "Yeah, where were you?" I said, "Oh, I was driving my car past you." I said, "But where I wasn't able to pull over and see if you actually were the guy from work." And he's like, "Yeah, I ride my bike to work." And I was, "Oh my God, where do you come from?" And he was like, "Oh, I come from Newark." I was like, "I live in Newark." He's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh my God, what part of New York?" So we like end up talking and exchanging information. So now Keanu Reeves and I carpool together. It's so awesome. But that's not the point of my story. This is the point of my story. Over these weeks, I noticed that, like I said, the men yell out, "Hey, John Wick, you must die," or whatever, or Neo, where's Trinity, like stuff like that. They refer to him from the different movies that Keanu Reeves have played in. But most people refer to him as John Wick because that's more of his look now. He's the long hair, jet black hair, part in the middle. He literally favors him. But the point of this video is he's very uncomfortable with it. From us riding to work and going home together, we talk a lot. Sometimes we sit at lunch together and talk with some of our other friends. It makes him uncomfortable. But the part that makes him uncomfortable is not the guys that joke and laugh and call him Keanu Reeves or John Wick or Neo or whatever. It's the women. Some of these women at work are very inappropriate. They not only stare, but they're like try to walk past and like try to, how people like slickly like try to rub you to get your attention or whatever. Ladies, that happens to men as well, and some of you should know because some of you are the culprits. Um, I have 5 brothers. I don't want my brothers being harassed at work, church, home, like visitors, in the market, whatever. Women, we don't want to be harassed. Guess what, ladies? Some men are not perverts. And once you rub it up on them, some makes you want to come to work and get their job done and go home. This young man may have a girlfriend, a wife, a boyfriend, whatever. I don't know his business like that. We do talk a lot, But that's not something I would ever ask about because it's none of my business. But from us just talking and having a relationship and becoming intimate in conversation, I am aware that he is uncomfortable with the women that stare at him. We were talking the other day in the car, and he was like, "Oh, I caught such and such staring at you." I was like, "Yeah." I looked over and I was, oh my God, I'm like trying to eat my lunch, and he's like all in my face, and he's like, "Well, some men think they can't help it if a woman is pretty." I said, "Yeah, that but you don't have to stare." He was like, "Imagine how I feel." I said, "Exactly." He was like, "Yeah, there are women that literally will just stare at me." And I'm like, hi, like at least say hi or something to me. And I was like, "I'm sorry, that happens to you." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I wish I could change the way I look." He's like, "I can't. This is the way I look." And I'm like, "Dang," like I don't think society ever looks at it that way. We always look at it as from the standpoint of a woman, like, "Oh, she's so pretty. Oh my God, she should be blessed to get that attention or whatever." Everybody's not comfortable with that. Some people literally just want to live. They don't need that artificial attention. That's what I call it. Some people actually come to work. Some people come to make their money, get their benefits, go home, take care of their families, take care of themselves, whatever, their pets or whatever. Try to save for a car. Like, you never know what somebody's doing. Trying to go back to school, trying to buy a house, whatever, trying to pay some debt down, try to give the IRS their money, pay back student loans, whatever the situation may be. Everybody's not particularly at work to rub up in your face. So even if he and I never became friends and carpool together, I still would be upset because he should be respected as well. And like I said, I have 5 brothers. I don't want anybody disrespecting my brothers. Like, I don't want anybody disrespecting my sisters. So we get to talk about things like that, and it's very engaging and enlightening. We don't always have serious talk. Sometimes we're laughing. We do that a lot, or singing in the car to music, which is just a hot mess. But that's another story. But yeah, I really feel as though we have this Me Too movement. Like, I'm a woman, I was harassed by a man, or I was raped, or whatever. There are men that are harassed as well. There are men that are raped as well. Some men were raped by family friends growing up, whether male or female. Because women, some of us actually will grope up on a man or other things with a man when he's asleep or whatever. That's another story. I'm not even going to go all into that because this is definitely still a Christian page. But I do want to say, ladies, number one, it's not a lady's job to pursue a man. It's really not. And that's my opinion. This is my page, and that's my thought. I don't think women should be pursuing and chasing after men, but that's another story. Two, sometimes you women make men feel uncomfortable. Some of y'all are so thirsty and so extra. Oh my God, Mike. Oh, you're so handsome. Oh my God. Can I touch your muscle? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Do you lift weights at the gym? Some of us are so extra, but let a man say, "Oh, what size is your waist?" And what size bra you wear. You get so upset and offended, you take him to HR. Pause. Don't do that to them as well. So yeah, so I'm going to lose a few viewers or followers, friends, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Um, let's be on a two-way street because there are mostly two-way streets. Women, you don't want it being done to you, so don't do it to them. I'm speaking on it because that's now my friend. Like I said, if we would have never had that exchange, about him being the person I rode past on the bike in the rain, then I would not have known this about him, or I may have found out later, but I definitely would not have known it. But I see it. If we're standing there talking, I'm sure the women stare for multiple reasons. They're either like, "Oh, why is he talking to that black girl?" Or "Why is he talking to that girl?" Let me go back. It's not always race. Or I wonder if he got a girlfriend, or I wonder how old he is. Oh my God, he's so cute. Whatever the thoughts are, calm down, calm down. Let him be a man, and approach you if he wants your attention. I mean, that's just as simple as I'm going to say. And don't stare me down. Like, a few women have stared me down like, Like, are they walking together? What's going on? No, sis, stop. Stop. I have my dude, okay? He does not work there, but if he did, don't stare at him either. Okay? But that's not the thing. Like, you don't know anybody's situation. Don't stare at me because he's walking with me and talking with me and laughing with me. That's my friend. Guess what? If you were a regular, if you were calm and non-thirsty, you can actually make guy friends. I have a lot of guy friends and it's cool. It's no issue, no problem there. If anybody try to cross the line, I nip it in the bud before I even have to call my guy and tell him. Because a lot of times we can avoid stuff front in the front. You don't have to call everybody up, tell them what such and such said or did. You can avoid that right there. Hey, no, please don't touch me like that. It's not appropriate. 2, I'm with somebody. 3, I told you no the first time. Like, whatever the situation may be. Now, can everything be avoided? No. There's some people that just go past your limit. And we know what you got to do next. You hurt them before they hurt you. I don't know. Call the cops. Whatever. Get some help from somebody nearby. I don't know what you got to do. But there are different ways that you can attempt to get help. But I just feel as though the ladies, I'm saying ladies, but I'm going to call you women or females. The ladies, some of you guys are so extra. You don't have to do that, He and I were talking, me and Mr. Keanu Reeves, because that's what we're going to call him, because I don't want to disclose his real name because it's none of your business. Keanu Reeves and I were talking, and he just was saying, like, what am I supposed to do? He was like, the one young lady, like, really approached me and, like, was, like, really inappropriate. Like, I don't want to be that guy to, like, go to HR and report her. I said, I understand. And a lot of times it's frowned upon as a man going to say, I'm being sexually harassed, because people don't believe you. And then 2, they probably assume because you are good looking that you're always up in somebody's face. If they were paying attention, they see that you just come here and do your job and go on your way. You don't talk to a handful of people, So I was like, if you need to report this particular female, if she's more aggressive than anybody else, then do it. You got witnesses here. I got your back. And he was like, I know you do, Mia. Yes, I do. So you're my buddy. So boop, boop, boop. I told him he's a cool dude. He said, I'm a round the way girl. Hey, boom. We both got some songs up in there from the 80s. Mind your business. If you don't know nothing about the 80s, stay out of it. But yeah, I just, I think it's messed up. That some of us are so extra. Just chill. If somebody wants your attention, they'll get your attention. Don't stare people down. Don't try to grope them. Don't come up in their ear saying things inappropriate. Because some people will get you fired. And we know that happens. And where we work, there are cameras absolutely everywhere. They don't even just go to the camera. They go and get the people that were near you. They zoom in. They could tell you what employee ID that was to your right, to your left, and the person in front of you, and they go get them, and they have a round town meeting with everybody. They're going to find out who did it, what, why, how, where, when again, okay? So, hopefully he will not have to report this young lady. He pointed her out. I could tell that she was a problem. And you want to know why I could tell she was a problem? I could tell because one day, we were riding in our trucks, in our forklifts, and he was like a couple trucks behind me. When she saw him, she was going the opposite way. She almost took and crashed her truck all up into stuff to look at him. It was freaking crazy, Sis, calm down, her hair pulled back or whatever, because she was just like, just flabbergasted. And I'm just like, oh my God, like that's the dumbest thing. So, he and I talked about it later, like, did you see her? I said, yeah, I saw her, it's crazy, So women, yes, you as well could be the aggressor. It could be inappropriate. So with my buddy, Keanu Reeves, if he feels like reporting somebody, he gonna report him right on at work. And my job don't really play that. They come get you. They come get you. They might let you go. They thought somebody stole somebody's cell phone yesterday, and they went and found that person in like 5 minutes. So please, 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 keep your hands to yourself. Keep your words limited as well. Stay up out of people's face. If you got a guy, talk to your guy at home. Talk to him. You don't gotta be at work all up in somebody else's face. And that's for the guys as well. If you know you got a lady, even if you don't have somebody else, let me say that. Even if you don't have a significant other, you do not need to be able to work harassing other people. You know, I'm not even gonna get into my story. I've had a few guys be inappropriate at work. I don't want to say women experience more than men. I don't want to say that. However, I realize as women, we report it a little bit more often. I haven't reported this one guy in particular because he has not actually crossed the line. He's just getting to the point where he's creepy. When he sees me, his breathing changes and stuff. It's weird. He's like, so, you weren't in yesterday? I'm like, no, I was off yesterday. Well, I'm so glad to see. Well, where are you from again? I'm like, I never told you the first time because you never asked. Oh, I just want to get to know you better. It just gets weird, but that's another story. But yes, women, ladies, we can be very inappropriate as well. So I just want you to bring it down a notch. Matter of fact, don't even bring it down a notch. Just stop. Stop being inappropriate at work, at church, because some of y'all at church pushing up on guys that's single, married, about to be married, whatever. Stop. Stop. Just be a lady. If you don't want to be a lady, just be a woman. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. Okay? Don't be all up in somebody's face or in their space. Okay, this video's too long. I'm done. But hopefully I will have another episode for you pretty soon. I will be seeing Mr. Keanu Reeves again soon because, like I said, we carpool together going to work. I will give you guys another laugh later. Have a good day.